I don't forget. Or is it the same day? So does he stay?
Yeah, no, you can move.
Oh, too late. Penelope just took his spot.
Well, you want to leave him right here? If it makes you feel, we can have him.
I'm wondering if Penelope's gonna fuck with it because she sees it there. Nah, we'll find out, I guess, right? Just leave it there.
Yeah.
Although it looks like he's flashing everyone his dick.
He is. Should I go get a...
should I put a sensor thing right here?
like cocktail wieners, I think.
Oh, no.
Should we just put a little guy like sitting right on the thing?
Coffee or whatchamacallit, monetization won't like that.
Just put that one big, must be over 18.
No, I'll just put like a little pixelation there.
Yeah. Make it huge, though.
Yeah.
All the way down to here.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm John.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Steve. Pachita.
Took Penelope's place.
Yeah, she's over there by you.
Casually sitting. Thank God we're watching 2 in a row today.
Yeah, man. I'm really interested in what they're going to do.
I'm just nervous now this one's going to end on a worse cliffhanger. Although I don't know how it could.
No, don't be nervous about it. It's guaranteed. It's going to happen. Expect that to happen until the very last episode.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe
all the comments have been telling us that.
Maybe the penultimate won't end like that. You know, maybe they'll be nice. But I doubt it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Don't give a fuck about you.
Let's just watch it. I can't wait anymore.
Okay.
Making my anxiety worse.
The sun is male, representing masculinity.
The moon is female, representing femininity.
When the sun and the moon overlap, then the two genders become one.
In other words, the union represents a perfect being. So then what's a perfect being? Does that mean immortality?
Or maybe something even greater.
But what could be greater than that?
I don't know. Maybe God or something.
They knew it all the way back then. That's what the eclipse would do.
I will no longer be bound to you or your consequences.
This is so crazy.
I'll force you down to this earth and into my bones. You have no choice but to be absorbed.
How rude.
Right? Just trying to watch it. What an opening.
There's a cool screen there.
Yeah, right? That's different. It's the end game now, pal.
We're in the end game now.
Towards you a little bit.
She's like, thanks.
Damn. God, it's so creepy. Oh.
Is everyone all right? What happened?
You have done well, my faithful sacrifices.
What?
You mean you actually did it?
Yes, I have done what I set out to do. Acquire God.
Acquire God? That is impossible.
Fortunately, it is.
How many lives were sacrificed for this?
Amestris is a large country, at least 50 million people.
It's weird how he looks like a Ed a little bit, you know, because he's Hohenheim. Oh my God.
Damn you!
Your alchemy will do you no good.
What's that?
The power of God is now in my control. With that, I can do anything. For instance, I can create a sun right in the palm of my hand.
Oh. What was that?
Your plan for binding God to this world was a flawed one. We plotted against you since the moment you set it in motion.
Is it those things he put in him? Because he said we again.
Over the many long years, I have performed calculation after calculation.
We knew he was doing something all these years.
Arranged my own philosopher's stones, the friends who long resided within me, in preparation for this very day.
Yes, we know what we must do. Let us return their souls back to their bodies.
It is what Hohenheim asks of us.
I think the Xerxes people did disappear then.
Your philosopher's stones, what of it? They are merely points. They will not activate without a circle. That's a basic rule.
Okay, that's true.
We do have a circle.
His circle.
It's one of enormous power, and it can be self-activated. Even if something should happen to incapacitate me. The moon shadow cast on the world by the eclipse.
We're starting now, Cohenheim!
Who's that?
One of the people he left.
Oh, right.
It's time you remember your place, Woulf in the class.
Look at that. Oh shit, are those all the souls leaving him?
Yeah, going back.
So maybe he'll only have his... Unless this just kills him. Oh, I see what you're saying, yeah. Look at that, that's so crazy looking.
50 million people.
Souls, yeah, just going back into the people. That is wild. Baby crying. Oh, that's a cool
Oh,
intro.
Good. We needed them back.
Yeah.
I was confused how that was happening anyway.
Thank God we watched this one next.
You always create another stone. I am not blue. There are more. 1 billion humans I can draw energy from.
Oh my God. Oh, I love Hohenheim. I love this. This is the battle we wanted.
I don't have what it takes to fight his energy.
Yes.
Can't you even do this? Just stay focused!
Come on, Hohenheim, this is your chance.
I only do so much, boys. I'm just a decrepit old man, but I'll give it everything these old bones can give. I thought the science of alchemy was a horror to the eyes of each father, the one you believe to be the creator of all things.
Damn, that was cool as hell.
Have you abandoned your god?
Oh,
You would leave him?
Fear is going nuts right now. God damn.
Surrounded by nothing but despair.
Got him. Look at this. He's out of control, man. To his mouth.
He better not die.
I myself have never believed in faith or God. If they exist, perhaps this is their way of divine justice and providence.
Who's this? Long
And
Tom.
it seems they've sent a visitor to do the deed.
Yep.
Here to avenge your grandfather. Very well. Go ahead.
Any last words you'd like to say?
None.
Such a sad life. Tell me, Bradley, was there anyone who you loved?
His wife.
Any friends? Your wife?
My wife.
Are you saying you have nothing? No message for her? When she finds out what you are?
Your trivial words of sorrow, of love and guilt mean nothing to me, young lady. My wife understands. She is the woman that I chose to live by my side. There are no more words that need to pass between us now. That's what it means to be the wife of the Führer. And now you've spent all your time asking useless questions and lost your opportunity for vengeance.
Is he going gray?
Thanks to the idiosyncrasies of humanity, it was at least a life worth living for. And maybe even a life worth dying for.
gotta be honest, man. He's one of my favorite characters.
Oh yeah.
As a bad guy, like, damn.
Yeah. I'm glad he didn't go soft at the end.
Sense something.
As bad as that is, yeah.
Philosopher's Stone. Brother, I cannot lie. The hatred within me has not perished. And yet I'm about to help a mistress, the very object of my hatred. I wonder which way I will flow.
Now, what is this gonna do specifically, you think?
I don't know. Maybe this is the actual.
Well, it is, but I'm saying, like, what is the purpose of doing it now? Does this destroy Father, you think? That's so cool.
Now I think it's time someone
Yes.
your damn posturing.
Look at these three.
So I'm gonna take you down and the truth along with
Oh, gets rid of. Now they can use alchemy.
Correct.
That's what that did.
Alchemist.
My brother realized something. Alchemists weren't able to use their power to its full measure. There was an inhibiting component interfering with the connection between the alchemist and that energy.
I sensed that when I came to this country.
Is it really true? You made a circle that returned everyone's souls?
That's right. And it worked perfectly. After that, Scar created a reverse circle. It will correct the corrupted alchemy of this country.
Yes.
It was Scar's brother. Through tireless research, he discovered a secret long kept.
Isn't it crazy all this shit comes together?
Existence of the nationwide
Opposite sides.
transmutation circle. This circle would render the Philosopher's Stone of Emestus ineffective, thus enabling the alchemist here to once again harness tectonic energy to its fullest extent.
Yeah, so they should be ridiculous now. Yeah, there he is.
Sweet memories! That's exactly the tub I took a bath in! Now it's your turn, Daddy!
Get out of the way, Creed!
Oh shit, good idea. That's cool as hell.
Hold it! Don't move! Lieutenant Hawkeye?
Major Armstrong.
Oh my, imagine seeing that.
What the?
Holy shit. Oh, he wanted to get more souls in him?
Bastard.
Come on, Al, let's go. Don't let that thing beat you, Ed. Right.
You better not, or she's gonna beat your ass.
Darling! This is no time for happy reunions. Look after Mustang.
Don't think about me. Just worry about yourself for once. Your eyes.
Lieutenant, can you still fight?
Yes, sir.
Everyone needs to.
This is the last hoorah, you know? It's for all the marbles.
Young Lord.
The name's Greed now.
I see. So they finally got him.
It's weird how he's old.
Bastard dies with that peaceful look on his face. Pisses me off.
Damn you, Greed. Have you forgotten that you're one of the homunculi?
Explain it to me. Why are you so eager to be his willing lapdog? He's wearing you ragged, breaking you down, and he doesn't even care.
For real.
Why should I care if Father doesn't? I am not a puny weakling like you are. I am one of the homunculi!
Oh shit.
What do you know, human? This
That's
campaign
crazy
won't
looking.
last much longer. But still, like my father is, you are of Hohenheim's bloodline. So we're virtually brothers. Which means Edward Elric.
He's gonna go into try to go into
your
him.
container. Your body belongs to me. What?
Did Hohenheim get something in him?
Pride. I won't let you take this body. It's not a good fit for a homunculus.
Kimberly, there's no way. How could you maintain
Kimberly?
your individuality
He's inside of him, remember?
I know. So he's the...
This a tempest? Oh, stop. You're going to make me laugh. The bitterness that all of these voices contain soothes me like a lullaby.
This is cool. I didn't see that coming at all.
Not by choice. I was perfectly content, but when you decided to throw away your honor as a homunculus, you forced me to step in. You
Did it to yourself.
Hey.
Oh, sorry.
Fix that chain.
You suddenly find yourself in grave danger, and you seek to escape into the body of a human, the lower life form that you so despise.
True.
It's
Yep.
pathetic. You're a disgrace.
Yep. Kick his ass, Seabass. Deconstruction.
If you think that, then you still don't understand Edward Elric.
That's a cool shot. Oh, man.
Impossible. He's turned himself into a philosopher's stone and now he's forcing his way inside me.
How is he doing that?
I've caught you! You are mine!
Stop this!
That was cool. He tipped
That
his
was
hat.
cool.
I did not see that coming. Damn. See you later, Salim. I do feel really bad for Mrs. Bradley, though.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So this is your real body. Once this is all over, I'm gonna have to apologize to Mrs. Bradley. You can wait right there, you foolish boy.
Oh, it's so weird.
It is weird.
Because I always forget they have their like true forms, you know? We're almost there. You know? Like to get to that.
I mean, they got
Then-
one more fight with Father, and that's it.
Everyone's going to be out there, too.
Because it's only him and Greed now that are the only homunculi left.
Yeah, and I don't think Greed's going anywhere, you know, obviously because the Ling's in there. I don't think Greed's going to go. Well, what happens when Father dies? Did the homunculuses die too?
I don't think so.
Homunculi.
I don't think so.
But they're made. Yeah,
I don't know.
guess they wouldn't because like it's like they're connected, but
he
they're
pulled them
still-
out of his body. That's why Father said, like, why would you remove them from you? Like, they're like parts of you, but like,
yeah. Dang.
I was nervous that Hohenheim was going to use up all of his power and his stone was going to burn up. I mean, I guess there's still a chance that could happen because that's what they're trying to get Father to do.
Yeah. And he's up there trying to kill people just to get more.
Trying to make
one.
another stone to be strong again to control the god.
I think what we're going to see now is everyone topside going after him. Because you have to just keep killing him so he runs out of.
No, they haven't even made one good attack on him.
No, I think they've hit him a few times.
He has like a force field up around him.
No, but I feel like when they hit, like that's why.
I think it is draining him, like having to use that. He's still using the Philosopher's
Right, that's what I
Stone
meant.
to deflect it.
But
But
yeah, I know what you mean.
they're not like causing any damage to
Well,
him,
no.
like physically.
But it should be a lot easier now that we just have to focus on him. We don't have to
Well,
worry about
not
pride.
even so much that. Like, it should be a little bit easier because now everybody, like you said during the episode, like everybody's should be a little bit stronger.
Yeah, you'd think.
Or be able to go to their max abilities.
I want to see Armstrong's abilities.
I mean, I don't. I guess if there's a reversal of Ed and Al, there could be a reversal of Mustang's eyes, right?
That's
think
what I'm
that-
thinking. I think everyone that
And
lost
Izumi's like organs and stuff.
but the tone of the show makes me think that's how they're going to end it. It's like a very hopeful show, so it has its moments. You know, they usually come through at the
That's
end.
why I was like happy that the Fuhrer didn't have like a soft moment like that, you know?
I really did like
Like,
his
I miss
character.
tell my wife I love her. Like,
No.
he was like, what do I have to say? And she knows. She's
No
the
more
one-
words need to be
She's the one
spoken.
I chose. She knows exactly how I feel. That's what happens when you marry to the Fuhrer. And he said it cool as hell too. Fuhrer.
He's
Something like that.
even though he's a bad guy, he's one of the coolest bad guys
Not one of the coolest. He's the coolest
in
bad
this
guy.
show. Yes, for sure. I'm just saying in general.
I am too. That I can think of. that stayed a bad guy the whole time.
Okay, that's different. I was just going to say.
Yeah, because Vegeta's obviously my favorite character in all of shows ever.
But he also flip-flops a lot.
But he flipped. Yeah. That's what I mean. He stayed true to his villainous character to death. From the first time we saw him till now. He's been the same. And badass. Look at what the fuck it took to take him out. An entire army and then some. An entire army, homunculi,
and it took
2 ninjas.
Yeah. He's ridiculous.
Yeah, he's out of control.
It was interesting. Why did he get gray? Is that just because...
It's probably just his body finally
I guess
aging
he's an actual
the
body,
way that
right?
it should age.
Well, how old was he?
I think he was only like 60 or so.
No, but he was... Oh, so he was only created like 60? Yeah, because I guess he ages regularly, right?
I think that was what the thing was. He did maybe aged like a little bit slower, but not enough where it was like super noticeable.
That's why he looked still like... Even though he wasn't in his prime, he said, but like he still looked like it, you know?
Yeah.
Imagine what his prime is.
I was just saying, imagine.
Good God.
This whole show would have been 2 episodes.
And what's cool about him, too, is it's not like he's that powerful just because he's a homunculus.
No, it's the training.
Because of who he is and the training.
What the other guys were capable of.
And he was the best one by far. So it's like, and he was the only one that can handle it.
And he was number 13.
I am going to miss him.
Yeah.
I just miss like how he just.
I know, that was great.
He bit a sword.
But now that's just proven that the fight's over. It's only against Father now.
Oh, 100%.
That's it.
Yeah.
Father's got to deal with everybody. He's got no backup.
What do you think about Ed leaving Pride there in his true form as a little baby? Do you think that, like, what does that little... Can he ever get bigger? Or does he
I
just
was wondering
stay
the same thing. And I was wondering if he was going to give him to
mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was wondering the same thing.
I just don't see how that...
I don't know, because I don't know what he grows up to be or how he turned into Pride. You know what I mean? To be able to shoot the thing. Like, you know what I mean? I know that he destroyed him enough and that's his true form. I just don't know if, like, you know what I mean?
I'm wondering if it's going to have something like that or if it's just a metaphorical thing to show us that that's how pathetic he really is. He's like a little baby.
Yeah, kind of like the same as Envy.
Kind of, yeah.
You know, but yeah.
But I guess he can't like grow up into a regular person because he's still technically a philosopher's stone.
He should just be that thing.
He's just
I guess that's the stone, right? Because like even Envy like pulled the stone out of his little thing. That's just the form that they.
But that's what I'm saying.
The stone
for him to be alive, he still has to have the stone in him, though.
There is a stone still in him, I think. Yeah.
So then that's what I'm saying. I don't think he can. But why would he say leave him? I'll leave you. What did he say? He's like, I'll leave you there until that time, until he has to talk to his mom.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know what I mean? So that's what made me think.
Hand her back. Look at what Salim turned out to be.
Try again. Yeah.
Yeah, not sure. Maybe he will. Maybe he will. Hopefully he can grow up and be just a regular.
I mean, that would be just because I feel bad for the mom, Mrs. Bradley. You know?
Yeah.
Because she didn't know any of it.
She had a rough go of it. First they were both missing for a while, and now she's going to find out they were both scumbags.
And not really humans. Well, Bradley was technically. Bradley was, yeah. Kind of. He's like half.
And then was Salim. I'm just a little confused who Salim was. Like who did they make that container out of? Because he was saying since Hohenheim is his bloodline, he could make Ed his container, but that wouldn't be true of Salim.
It almost seems like it was like a self-created, not self, but like, because then Mrs. Bradley at one point said that she was like, well, we adopted him, but we're pretty sure he's a part of his father's, like he is, like they are related. You know, it's weird. I forget what she said that a while back ago.
Father might have just said that, but that was just because they're both.
Well, no, Mrs. Bradley 100% said that at one point. We were confused about it. We're like, what does that mean? I forget. It was a while ago though, so.
Yeah.
I really thought Scar was going to die after he got stabbed. Like they were both going to go out.
Like you don't think that he still might, right?
Not at this point.
I didn't think so either, but
because May can just patch him up real quick.
How badass! I want to go back to the Fuhrer for a second, man. How badass was that? He got his arms fucking blown off, catches his fucking sword piece and stabs him with his mouth. If that's not the coolest way to go out, like come on.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah, it was. He's like. Between his I was in such shock and like worry that Scar was going to die. That
I thought Scar was going to die too. That was awesome.
Because I was
because then I was like nervous that Scar was going to have some kind of like he was kind of going to go over there, used up the extent of like the power that he had, and then kind of die. I'm hoping not, but because I've really turned out to really like Scar also.
I'm hard pressed to find a character in the show that I don't like.
Yeah,
even if they're bad.
I don't know any of them either. I guess Envy. Envy was my least favorite.
Oh yeah,
still a good character, but I just don't like. I just don't like him. He's an asshole.
They're all good characters, the bad ones too, because they have depth to them. Because they're these.
They do.
You know what I'm saying? They all have to because they're prideful.
Right. Everyone's fantastic.
They're prideful. They're wrathful. All these things are like interesting. Yeah, I mean, Sloth is like the most boring, but not really.
Still so awesome.
Right.
Yeah, one of the coolest.
I still miss Innocent Gluttony. He really won me over.
Gluttony, yeah, because
when he was with Al.
Crazy Gluttony's gross.
Yeah,
I don't like him.
And it's not like he can help it.
Sweet Gluttony's
that's
like,
just who he is.
A cute little baby.
Yeah, and he was so friendly to Al.
So friendly.
He's like, "I'll take you to Father right now, sure." And then when he was dying too, and Pride ate, that was fun.
Yeah.
That's
Kimberly. Yeah. Kimberly came through clutch too, man.
That's hilarious.
There's so much stuff going on in this goddamn show that like you can't even be upset if we forgot it. I'm glad we didn't.
I was not expecting that.
I wasn't expecting it either. You know what the problem is? He looks too much similar to Greed.
Yeah.
And I get him confused because then I was just like, Greed?
That's what
How
I
did he
thought.
get inside of him? Because they confused me a little bit too. Like, what did he mean that Ed turned himself into a philosopher's stone and went into him and was chasing him in there?
Someone's gonna have to explain that part to us because unless I doubt they're gonna tell us.
No, Ed knows how to do it. Because remember, Ed did it the one time where he was like, "I'll just be a philosopher's stone with one soul." Like, because remember, I forget when he did it. He was fighting somebody. It might have been Envy.
I vaguely remember,
but it was something like that, and he like kind of learned how to do that. So like maybe that's what he did again. But what?
Or is it when he healed himself with the alkahestry? Maybe he did something with that.
That might have been what it was.
Yeah.
That might have been the time that was. But what did that kind of mean? That means that Pride was.
I thought it was like a visual thing. I thought Ed was just kind of reaching in and grabbing his philosopher's stone.
He was. I guess he was able to go through his container. That's what he was saying.
Yeah.
Maybe he wouldn't be able to pass through his container unless he had a philosopher's stone or was a philosopher's stone, like how Hohenheim can do it and stuff. I bet you everybody can't do that.
Of course not.
Or
maybe
be able to go into the container and grab
whatever
it
Scar
like
Scar did the circle. Maybe that enhanced his.
Oh yeah, could have.
That allowed him to do it now. Like they can breach the container now.
Yeah.
So that's interesting as hell too. Yeah, because Kimberly like.
And you think that's like a similar thing as to what Marco was doing? How Marco was able to just like quickly like fucking pull that stone out because the one time we forgot about him.
Can we just send Marco in against Father? That was crazy when he did that because he was just like pulling them out of it. Like
it was like
kind of. I guess it's kind of like what Ed did, but not really. Like, it was just visually different. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Because initially when we were watching, I was assuming he was like we were seeing it from Pride's point of view. So it's like somebody's reaching inside of you, but he's not. I don't know if he's literally inside of him like we saw, or if that's like.
No, I think he was because he was like.
I know.
He reached in and pulled out his form, kind of like what Father was trying to do to Hohenheim to grab his stone. When Hohenheim injected him with the guys.
And we nailed it.
Remember with that? Yeah, that was a cool ass fucking thing that Hohenheim.
That was the very opening.
That's what he's been doing the whole time.
Yeah.
Remember we were wondering what he's been doing the whole time. We nailed what?
That
they were going to get their souls back?
That too, but like Hohenheim like having a plan this whole time. We've been saying it, and then just in the last, even before we started the last one, we were talking about like, is it going to like it has to have something to do with Hohenheim putting those. Remember, I was like, did he put those souls in there just for the container?
When you just like launched them out of them that one time, yeah.
I wasn't sure, but it did end up being.
Now we know.
I'm happy though because that would have been like, he talked to all those souls for that, just so that he can break out of the container. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it was cool to hear them all too. Like,
yeah,
all right, we're doing it now,
right?
Because what did he? What was that? Remember we saw the red light And then that voice said that, like, near Xerxes.
That's what he was saying. When he implanted them, when he dropped his blood in there, he was pretty much leaving Philosopher's Stones. So he was leaving the souls there. So that was them talking.
Those were the ones he apologized
when we see Philosopher's Stones, the red, that was just them.
Now, remember we even went back like episodes ago when he did that, and he like, I'm sorry. Yeah.
That's who we were just talking to.
That was
what
he was
leaving
doing.
them placed all throughout, making their own circle, and then used the circle that the moon casted onto the earth, right? Because that's what Father was saying. He's like, you need a circle.
Yeah.
And he was like, we have one, because there was that shadow now over Amestris for the eclipse.
Yeah. Right.
And they used that as the circle.
Right. And then,
which is cool.
I don't know if I just misunderstood it, but like when they showed Fear dying and he like looked up at the eclipse, was that just him realizing like, oh shit, like it must not have worked? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, no, I don't know. Because, I mean, time would still pass, so it was obviously going to go through. But maybe something had to be done. Well, obviously, he's still fighting people, and now the eclipse is gone. So the power that they were getting from that eclipse is now gone. So that's when he knew that he's still fighting people. So he knows that they're not dead.
Right. So I know he put it together, but I was just saying, like, I think he was just looking up at it being like, huh. Yeah. Like as he's dying, you know?
That's what he was saying. He in his mind, he lived a good enough life worth living and life worth dying for. What a boss, man!
Right? I can't even hate on him for it.
No way.
Never. I don't think I've ever once said I hate the Fear.
No,
I love the Fear in a bad way.
In a horrible way. Yeah, I love him so much too. He's the greatest bad guy I know.
Oh, one of the ones I was going to say before. If you haven't seen Attack on Titan, mute it for 15 seconds. Would you consider Eren a villain?
That's tough. It's tough.
I know.
That's
I mean, you have
not in the same realm as him, you know.
I'm saying, like, in terms of like liking bad guys, does he count?
I don't think so, because I think his intentions are pure.
Yes, yes.
You know what I mean? Like, regardless of if they're good or bad in somebody else's eyes, they're good in his. Fuhrer fucking knows what he's doing.
All right, if you unmuted already, I guess I won't say anything anymore because I only said 15 seconds and we're still talking about it. Next thing you know, we're going to talk an hour about Attack on Titan. Yeah. So now we only got 3 left.
Crazy.
I think we might end up being right with. They might be able to wrap up Father thing in the next 2, I would guess, and then the last one will be
1 or 2 of like them rebuilding or getting their bodies back,
figuring out how to do it at least.
Yeah,
I don't know how they're going to do it. I feel like did they say how they know? Right, like how are they going to go about that?
No, they're going to have to reopen the portal with the stones. Like you, I think you're probably going to be right that Hohenheim's going to sacrifice himself because that'll free the rest of the Xerxes souls that are in him. Everybody will be able to go.
Yeah.
And that path will somehow get them to the truth, maybe get their stuff back.
Because they said
I'm hoping for, at least.
I think that's what they were like expecting to happen. They're like, if we're going to do it, this is the best chance to bring it and do it here. Like right at the center of everything. On top of having to fight, you know, it's like, this is your best chance to get your stuff back too, your body's back. So.
Yeah.
It's wild. Wild show. I love it so
great,
much.
Man.
Anyway, guys, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel. See you next time.
See you later.